Now we have Ramanan Shah, 81 batch, IIT Bombay. A transformative leader who blended technology, innovation and empathy. और ये देखिए मोदी जी के साथ ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे हाथ में हाथ डाल करके जा रहे हैं उनके साथ. Great. Welcome, sir.
Respected people on the dais, respected distinguished people in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great honor, it's a privilege, and I feel very humbled to be part of this very august gathering. And my journey into IIT was providential. My parents came from a very small village near Trichy. They migrated to Bombay, just like many families did at that point in time. And my mother started working for an engineering firm, and she was a secretary to a boss who asked her on one fine day to get a form of IIT from a neighboring place where they were distributing the forms. So my mother asked him, "What is IIT?" And he said, "Oh, don't you know about IIT? And it is one of the best engineering colleges that one can get into." So she got a form for me too, and saying, "Why don't you apply?" Now, I was a guy who was very homebound, didn't want to go to IIT. I just wanted to be at home and go and do an MSc and so on and so forth. But my dad said, "Why are you not filling this form that your mother has so dearly brought to you?" And so I filled that form and got into IIT. Now, if there is one thing that humbles you more than anything else in the world, it is a life in IIT. For two reasons. One, you have the open book exam set up by professors who, you don't know how to answer any of those questions. And that is one part. And the second is you're surrounded by such a galaxy of brilliant people that you wonder what you're doing there. And so if there's one thing that taught me, it was humility. And so to my intense surprise, I would say, I thought Commander Jaitley has done a big mistake in including me in this top 100. But I gladly accept this mistake. And I feel very proud about it, having been in such an august gathering. There were three pioneering institutions I got the opportunity to become part of, and I would attribute everything because of IIT. The first one was I joined TCS in 1981 when it was a fledgling organization with less than about 500 people. What TCS taught me was the power of entrepreneurship, daring to go where no people have gone before, putting India on the global software map of the world, creating a knowledge economy from India, and impacting thousands and thousands of lives and pioneering an industry which has become a $350 billion IT/ITES industry today. The second pioneering institution that I got an opportunity to work, and that was because of TCS and the Tata Group, was the acquisition of CMC, Computer Maintenance Corporation of India. Those of you who are familiar, it was one of the first IT organizations set up by the country, by the government of India. And what was famous about, what was great about CMC and what I learned most was the power of innovation for the masses. The computerization of the Indian Railways was done by CMC. The first computerization of a stock exchange online trading system, the BSE, was done by CMC. The first depository was set up by CMC. The first ports to be computerized was set up by CMC. And all of you are today using the Passport Seva Kendras. That was a combination of TCS and CMC. So for me, the power of innovation for the masses got taught to me by CMC. And as Providence would have it, this combination of TCS and CMC led me to my third entrepreneurial journey, where the government of India, the Atal Innovation Mission, was formed at the Niti Aayog. And the Prime Minister said, get somebody from the private sector who has an experience of the public sector. And I guess all of this came together, the dots got connected, and I got the opportunity to be the first mission director of the Atal Innovation Mission. Now, I just want to end with these two things. The Atal Innovation Mission's mission is, how do you create a culture of innovation across the country, a problem-solving, innovative mindset in the demographic dividend that we enjoy, so where 65% of our country is under 35 years old and 50% of our country is under 25 years old. How do you instill this problem-solving, innovative mindset so that we can become a nation of job creators, not just job seekers? And the second is to create an ecosystem of innovation that supports the best of the minds to be able to create startups. We are one of the fastest growing startup nations of the world over the last 7 years. We have grown more than 100,000 startups, more than 115 unicorns. But I think the challenges of India are immense. With 650,000 villages, with 715 districts, out of which 115 are called aspirational districts, which are at the bottom of the pyramid in terms of basic access to healthcare, education, clean drinking water, sanitation, waste management, and affordable housing. We have an opportunity and we have a responsibility to be able to bring relief to these masses of 1.4 billion people, but we enjoy this youthful energy of 65% of our people coursing through the nation. And so my suggestion to IIT, Pan IIT, and so on is, as I deal with the world of startups, we set up 10,000 tinkering labs in schools across the country to stimulate problem-solving, innovative thinking in school students between grade 6 to grade 12. The result is that you have a school in Thoothukudi in Salem, which is creating a girls' school with 8 standard students, creating IoT solar panel-based irrigation management system. That's the power of access of technology to young students to whom you give this chance. I think what is lacking today is mentorship. And if Pan IIT can set up a mentor for startups, the whole IIT community, which has this rich experience, intellectual capability, and industry experience and global experience, if you're able to bring it to bear to all the startups and the aspiring startups and the youth who want to create startups, we have a tremendous opportunity for putting India in as a leader anywhere in the world. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to me today, and I look forward to interacting with you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.